Love, got the winning city on my back, so I'm back on my grizzly like a bear skin rub. Put some land on the floor, blame it on the road, little rapper turn it after cause I'm very plug. I convert, I can work anywhere in the world, you can ask my blood for hug. He'll concur that I'm serious with the words to the man up above, thank you very much. That I got what I got and I'm at where I'm at, like an A in a circle with a pay little.
Hit a PR today of 345 on 3 count pause squat low bar, and it felt great, man. Sometimes taking a day off doesn't really help, but some other days it helps. But more often than not, I think taking a day off does help. And like I tweaked my back a little bit, a couple days ago doing the 200-pound bench. So I think now it's like 95% healed. So I'm all good. Didn't feel it on low bar, but yeah, feeling good today. I mean, I don't know what to talk about, but I think I should talk about more about how I got into, I guess, being a strength athlete, kind of being powerlifting. I don't lift that much weight to be really in powerlifting. I'm just in it to have fun. But I used to be really, really obese. I think my height of how much I weighed, the biggest I weighed was like 291. That's as far as I weigh myself in ninth grade. And I stabilized, I guess, down to 270s in like senior year of high school, and I stayed around that 5 to 10 pound range until like early sophomore year in college, and then that's where I lost like 94 pounds down to 180, and then I've been gaining weight since, and now I feel healthy and I feel good, and back then really weighing that much really affected my self-esteem. But not only that, but like it made my anxiety worse, thinking about how others were looking at me, and that caused me to sweat and like really worry about how others thought of me, right? And gym class was like the worst thing ever. Luckily my high school that I went to was a music high school, so they didn't really focus too much on gym, so that was kind of good for me, I guess. But sooner or later I realized that I had to lose weight and figure out a way to become healthy, right? And that's what happened. And since I started to lose weight, I at first did just dieting. So in like how long, like about almost 3 months, I lost like 25 pounds. Like in like 2.5 months, lost 25 pounds. And then after that, I just started doing the Couch to 5K program, so running 3 times a week, starting from like 1 minute 8 times all the way up to 30 minutes, like a 5K, and then I did 45 minutes eventually, which is just crazy to me, very absurd. And then at the same time, around the same time, I started to do some weightlifting, some not like power cleans or snatches, but like lifting weights, right? I remember I could only bench the bar for like 5 or 6 reps, like at the end of the workout. So if I started fresh, I could have done maybe 10 pounds more for a few reps. But I also lost muscle from cutting already 25 pounds from like 274 to 250. So I think that's why. But I was not very strong back then. Yeah. And then eventually, after a month of like just trying out different, like a couple programs online that had like RDOs, I wasn't doing them correctly, because I was like, there's the deadlift, but then there's the Romanian deadlift, so I was confused, right? But eventually, I started doing strong lifts 5x5, and that got my bench to 90 for like 5 sets of 5, squat to 155 5x5, and deadlift to like about the same, I think, 155 1x5. But my deadlift form was horrendous. I didn't know how to pull the slack out. I didn't know how to set my back and everything. I just pulled it with my arm. And I think my best form was definitely the squat, right? But then during that summer 2017, I didn't work out much, so I got like 20 pounds weaker on my squat, 15 pounds weaker on my bench, and had to start over. But then like September of 2017, my squat went from that 135 for 5 about in early September, late August that year, to like 280 for like 3 or 4 in like April, right? which is crazy to me, right? 7 months. I did bulk like and gain like 20 pounds though, but yeah, I was crazy. I basically doubled my squat, right? My bench went from like 85 for 5 to like 135 for like 6, or like 140 for 5 in April. Like 145 or 140 for 5, about there. But yeah, and I just benched 300 recently, squatted 400 recently. Deadlift I can do probably 490 sumo, so conventional probably 450, 460. So yeah, very happy about my progress. So that's a bit more about my weight loss journey. So that's kind of the topic that I wanted to focus on. So anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope y'all like my story, and yeah, I really appreciate whoever is watching this and really supporting me throughout my journey. It's already been over a month of me doing this, and I love it still, So yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and peace out.